back again. Bit more prep work. On the plates. What we're putting on. Nice 6mm plates. Look at that. Heavy duty. And they've got a rib on it as well. Strengthen them up. So that ain't going to be bending anytime soon, is it? Yeah, what I've got a little dilemma. If you look down here, what we've got, you can see that, can't you, on camera? That's the original towing eye of the vehicle, which comes through there. Yeah, you put the original towing eye in there, so you can tow the vehicle. But as I said to you, I'm trying to keep it as standard as possible and incorporate my cross member as well. So obviously you've got this lug here what's welded onto this plate. I've got to give it clearance on this plate, so I've got to drill a big hole in this plate. So that's going to be fun, because yeah, I've got to try and get it in there somewhere. We'll see how we get on. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I know drilling big holes don't normally work very well for me. Not in here it don't anyway, but we'll have a go. Because I can always, when I cut that plate off, I can always weld that onto that as welding as well through there. So it's been double welded. So anyway, that's the plan. That's the plan. Let's see how we get on, shall we? I don't know how it's going to work out, but anyway, I'm just in the process of marking it out. We'll get it marked out. That's it, and we'll go from there. Like I say, this is not precision engineering, it's just making it belt and braces. Once you get that old welder going and get bits done, that's going to be strong. That's going to be strong enough. Right. Let's get it over by the pillar drill and we'll have a go. Let's get this some of this stuff out of the way and let's have a go. See how we get on. Let's have another bit of light, get some lights going. That's better. Right, where are we? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a bit tricky, I think. Because what normally happens when you drill through that, because I'm be drilling through from the back into the rib on this bit, what happens, the drill will come through and it'll snap when it hits the weld on this side. So that's generally what happens with these kind of things. That's how you destroy all your drill bits. Anyway, that's the way it is. Couple of bits of timber. Right, so I'll get it through one way, then I can hold it flat on the drill bed. But at the moment I can't. So I've got to improvise. There we are, dead in the centre of the rib there. So that's good. We'll just open it up now. That should be okay. That should be okay. So what we're going to do, now you can see what's happened, we're going to cut that out with the grinder. So we've got a flat surface, we know where we're working now, so we don't keep catching this weld. So we'll quickly do that. If I knew what I'd done with my grinder, I had to tidy up and I can't find nothing. Right, we'll just get that cut out of there. So glasses. Right. Let's change the wheel on that. We'll quickly change the wheel on that. Put a cutting disc on there. We'll get a cutting disc on there. Change the battery because that battery's getting a bit lackluster. Right, let's cut the bugger. Right, we'll knock that out with hammer and chisel. There we go. That's it. Now we can drill. Now we can drill through that surface there now without keeping that rib, which is much better. So we don't want to do that. We just grind that flat. That's it. So now we ain't got no way of that catching on that rib when you come through and snapping the drill. So we'll go back to the drill again. Back to the drill. Now we can put it the other way round. So we don't need the wood now. Just open it up slowly. Bit at a time. Let's see what we've got here. We'll end up having to sharpen some drills because always have to. Always have to sharpen the bloody drills. Right, now let's see what we can go up to before it starts becoming a problem. I did get myself a new step drill. Look, I've got a brand new step drill here. I don't think it's going to be big enough. We're going to have to go to this kind of size, and these are a bit blunt. So that's why I say it's going to be fun, this job. For me it is. Obviously you've got bigger drilling equipment and that is much easier, but I haven't, so I've got to do what I've got to do, and I need to sharpen the drill up first. So let's do that. Let's get a drill bit sharpened first, Get that done. Try and sharpen it in here. There's too much stuff in this bleeding place. Trouble with my drills, what I tend to do, always end up doing the lancing on the drill, so they end up with all the rib getting ripped out of it. So it don't matter how much you sharpen it, it's the drill's knackered anyway, because I get a bit carried away with my drill bits. But there you are, that's what happens. That is what happens. Like I say, anyone who's done anything knows these things. Like I say, the worst comes to the worst, we just have to cut it out with the old plasma cutter. There we are, it's going. The reason it's hard in the centre of there, see, is because you have the rib, and where that's been welded on, that's hardened the material in the centre of the steel work, so it gets a bit harder going through here, and probably my sharpening and my drill there weren't so great, so there you are. But we got through it, which is all that matters. Now, what one of these is going to be the better one to use? Probably this one. I don't know how this is going to turn out. We will see. But I've got a feeling the old plasma cutter is going to come into play with this somehow. I have the feeling, yeah, the old plasma cutter is going to come into action. I was going to be fitting those cross member bits back on today, but where the weather ain't very good, I'm giving it a miss and doing this, and it allowed the paint what I put on there yesterday to harden up a bit. We might be lucky. I'm not holding my breath, but we might be. We might get certain way. Now that's how you make mistakes. I just drilled out the wrong hole. So I'm going to have to weld that up and re-drill that bugger now, aren't I? That's a pain in the arse. Oh well. It's only a locating screw. I don't have to put it back in. It is just a locating screw. Let's get this new step drill out, which cost me a fortune. And see how this goes. Probably no better. We give it a go though. So yeah, ended up drilling out the wrong bloody hole here. Oh well. Now, in the event of it ripping out my hand, we ain't going right above there, because if it goes in the gap, it'll rip it out my hand. Don't want that happening. So that step drill has done its job. Oh yeah, I sort of thought I'd note the old safety glasses on the top of my forehead, because I have trouble getting stuff in my forehead. That's why I leave them now. My forehead is very sensitive. That's a joke, by the way. Okay, let's have a look where we are. Let's come back over here and see how much further we need to go. So there's our hole in our subframe, and we are nearly there. Look at that. We are nearly there. We have got to open that up more though. So we're going to persevere. We're going to persevere. I want to get the other older step drill I've got, this thing, because I don't think it's done a lot of work up the top end of it, and it's quite a bit bigger. So hopefully we might get a bit more on it yet. If we do, that'd be very good. We just attack it slowly and surely, and then we get there. And being as the weather ain't very nice today, this is the job to do. Mind you, a couple of guys are doing some work outside next door to me. I know it's a bit bloody cold up there, that's for sure. Right, we're going to use them this time. Okay, away we go. The drill's bottomed out, so I've got to do something I don't like doing. I've got to wind the drill up into the workpiece. That's alright, but if something catches, it's got no way of getting out, so things go flying then. Anyway, you got to do what you got to do. We have gone down another step. We'll have another look and see how we are with that. And if we're close, we ain't got to go no further, but we'll see. Oh, we're nearly there. We are nearly there. I think I'm going to have to take it all the way through. Now I'm going to do something I don't particularly like doing, because it buggers your bloody drills up, but it's hard doing it on the pillar drill. What we're going to do is see how hard. So that's not very hot at the moment, so that's cutting all right. So we're going to put it in a battery drill, believe it or not, and see whether I can ease it through a bit at a time. I'm going to have to clamp up on the bench, I'll have to clamp up on this bench somehow to secure the bugger. It's bloody cold up here today. Look, it's a bit chilly. So we'll clamp it down. keep this. So what I'm doing, I'm putting a bit of sideways movement on it so it doesn't keep cutting in the same plane. So that way it will cut through, but you've just got to be careful and not go too crazy with it. Nearly through. We'll turn it upside down if we can go. No, I don't know. Let's just persevere with it. Get a bit more. There we are, we're through. Well, I can't drill it any bigger than that because I haven't got anything bigger to drill it with. But I think you'd agree that's quite a substantial hole in the 6mm plate. Like I say, you can go bigger with big machinery, you can go bigger, but with what I've got, that's what I've got to deal with. And that don't look bad, look at that. Yes. So now look, so it goes in there now. It'll be going that way round, of course, but yeah, you know, it fits in. And if the weld's getting the way, if the weld's getting the way, all we've got to do now is just chamfer off the inner edge of that, and we'll be good. So there we are. So that's how we do that. So that's worked out all right. That's good. And like I say, you're bolting on these four here where the middle one's going. So that's where the clamping force is coming, and not that top one. So we're not too worried about that, and it's going to be welded up onto there anyway, so it's going to be super strong. It'll be super strong when we're done. It's just a shame I bloody drilled the bloody locator roll out. It should have been the same size as that one. Should have been the same size as that one, and I've drilled it out because I picked up the wrong hole when I had the bloody plate upside down. Because I'm an idiot. So we need to do that, don't we? There is an easy way of doing that, actually. What you can do, there's a little trick. Being as it's only a locator hole, is weld a nut inside with a bolt in it, tack it up, and then drill through the nut, and that gives you your locating hole back. So we'll do that. That'll be the way to get round that. Fill that in, so we ain't going to fill it up with weld and then try and drill through the weld. We'll put a mild steel nut in the inside it, you see. We'll put a mild steel nut inside there, if you get me. Oh, I can't get the bloody thing out now. Now I've dropped it on the floor. So yeah, you get the idea. The hole's too big. Put a nut in it, put a bolt in it, weld it up, drill it out to the size you want. Job's a good one. So that's how we get round that one. Me being stupid as always. Yeah, helps if you drill the right hole, doesn't it? Oh dear. That's why things take longer, you see. Anyway. Well, that's where we are. Forgot what I was doing now. Right, now I'm going to have to start thinking about cutting these off of here. Now we've got a clearance hole. We'll get that done. Yeah, I suppose that's our next job, is cutting them off. So let's get out with the old, my favourite tool, the old bloody. Mind you, I could plasma cut them off, couldn't I? Could plasma cut them off. Be neater with the cutting tool though. Let's just cut them off. I ain't have done with it. Cut them off and have done with it. Ooh. Right, here we go. So it's hard to get in there to what I could do, I suppose, to make job easier, I want to mark it the other way round. So what I can do, yeah, let's just put a slot there, and I'll try and get a slot at the other end. A line across it. I can mark a line across there now, can't I? It's a bloody unwieldy bloody thing it is. It's all, you know, when you think you towed the car from this, if you have a recovery, it's only bloody sheet steel it is. It's not a lot of good really. Can't cut it through there then, can't I? If I can hold the bloody thing, that was, yeah, that's going to be our issue, trying to hold it. That's going for it. So we'll do the same the other side. That'll work. That'll work. Just have to have a bit of perseverance with this sort of thing. See the idea? So you're ending up with a cross member. We cut that off, and then we've got something good to weld, and we're keeping the welds on that plate. So all that's going to now be welded onto our plate like that. You see, nice and flat and firm. And same with that. Once we put it all back on the jig, obviously I've got to cut a slot in it to incorporate that, or take the rib out, one of the two. I might take the rib out because it'll be easier. It's still going to be strong. It's 6mm thick. I don't know what you're getting at that because the camera ain't pointing in the right bloody direction, is it? Anyway, we're off on one side. You see that? So that's going to be going on there. That ain't bad. Yeah, we might just cut the rib out of that. Right, let's get the other side off. If I can. This one's going to be harder, I think. Lovely. Yeah, alright. See that weld? The weld's still attached to the plate. So when I weld that onto that, that'll be belt and braces job, won't it? So even stronger. Even bloody stronger. We're going to do that one first. Might have gone in a little bit too far on this side. So what we're going to do to counteract that is try and just snap her off and see where we are. It's not going to snap off because I'm on the weld. No. Awkward. through the weld. I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Yeah, I've gone through the weld on that one. Oh well, it's got to be welded, but it's just a shame because I've made a nice job of the other ones. Yeah, no, a bit too deep on that one. Never mind. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Shame. I'll have to fill that up, won't I? Yeah. Oh well. We'll sort it. We'll sort it. Like I say, most of it's on this side. If you use the original towing eye, it's on this side. So what we've got to do now, either we cut our rib out, which I think I may do, and then I've got something to weld there, you see. It'll be easier to install this back on then, because it'll be flat. So we might do that. I've got to put a new cutting disc on. Yeah, we'll do that, I think. That'd be better. We'll do that. Right, let's just give us a... So yeah, that's all got to come off really. There's no point in leaving that little bit on there, is there? So we're sort of there to there. Around that area. Around that kind of area there. That's one of them. So that's not bad. So that's going to fit on there now, you see. That'll fit in there. On there nicely. We've got to open up. We've got to open up that a little bit on the inside of that hole to allow for the original weld. So it don't quite sit flat. It's not a lot. A little bit. So we'll do that. There we are. That's all nicely clean. That's going in there. So what we'll do to open that up, to get that hole in the right place, we get our electric file and open it up with that. Let's see how that goes. Probably still ain't deep enough, but we ain't bloody far off though. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. A little bit more and we'll be there. A little bit more and we'll be there. there we are. Look at that. That looks okay. So that'll go through there, which it does. That fits on there now, which in actual fact it protrudes through a little bit. So we can get a nice weld on that now, see? We can get a good weld around that, on that side. So that's alright, that's what we're after. It's exactly what we're after. So, that's one side. The other side don't matter, because we've got no hole to do. So it was just basically prepping that side up. The other side's much easier. There's the other side. Make sure we're right. And then you find out, this is the bit you find out you've cut out the wrong part of it. you find out you just cut out the wrong bit. I mean, that's not good. No, I've done it right. So we've got to do the same thing this side, you see. Yeah. So that'll be going in the middle there. Not that way, it'll be that one. That'll be going in the middle there. So all we've got to do now is mark the centre position, same as what we did here. And away we go. So it'll be whatever that is there, whatever that is on that side. So we're not going to be too far removed from where we need to be, see. That's the idea. We're going to be pretty darn close, I'd say. Yeah. So we'll do the same thing where we are there. We'll just cut out that bit and all that then, see? Yeah? With me? Are you with me? I'll get you over it a bit more so you can really see what's going on. I won't be able to get in there. That should knock off of there nicely. That's it. Change our grinding wheel back over. So it don't help when you're left-handed and you use an angle grinder and you're trying to hold something like I am with it out, with not having it clamped down, you end up, now you know why I end up with burnt clothes, because it burns all your clothes away. Look, you see, that's what you get for being left-handed. Do. Right, so we're there. That is where we are. So we've got a left and a right. Let's get the jig back up here again now, and we can have a look and see how we're getting on. Get these out of the way. There's our template. There is our template. Like I say, I've got to do that hole. That goes on there, and then that will be going across there. Looks like I've got to just take a little bit more timber out because he's fouling me bit of timber there. Look at that. It's always something, isn't there? Always something. Oh well, no problem. Get the multi-tool out. So that. Actually though, I don't want to disturb this too much because if I move that, so vibration isn't a good idea on this. I'm wondering if I could just, I know it's a bloody grinder, but that'll work. That's better. That can go on there, see. Same the other side, I've got to take a little tiny bit out the other side. Should do it. Should do it. Angle grinding wood, that's a new one. I ain't done that before. So yeah, at least that's sitting flat now, see. Get that on there. That sits flat on there. Yeah, get the idea. And that gets welded back onto there. And over this side it gets welded back on. These holes dictate where we are. That's what these plates were for, you see. Now you're getting the idea of what we're talking about. So let me try and get it from above. And you see where we're going now. And then the top one will go there. Across there. From there to there. So we've got to do the same process with that one. And then, once we've got that one, we can then work out where this will be going in relationship to everything. This is the one what's going to be doing the work, you see. So it'll be coming down to here somewhere. And we just got to offer it, get it back on the vehicle, offer it back up on the vehicle, and just get some sizes and measurements if we can. It doesn't help that this is all bent up out of shape, because it looks like someone's tied a rope to that and bloody tried to yank it and bent the hell out of it. But there you are. There you are. We'll get there. So another step forward, isn't it? Another step forward. We'll do the next bit now. The next bit. Same again. We must weld that hole up. That's annoying me now. Bloody idiot drilling out the wrong hole. Doesn't help. Right. Let's get the other one. So this one's got a protector on it. So what we're going to have to do with this one, yeah, I had to put a cable tie around this one because the bit what held it on broke off. So I'm going to have to do the same bloody thing, aren't I? To hold it on. Get that on. It's just a bit of foam. Now we just got to cut these off of here, which should be easier because this is a little bit more rigid, this one. Not about to prop it up on something to hold it up, maybe. I don't know what we got. A bit of old rag or something. What we got here? No. Oh, no, I don't want to use that to wipe my hands on that. Yeah, I'll use this here. Yeah, old rag. I'll probably set light to that. I could use a bit of old rag. I could use my coat on that, couldn't I, really? That's a bit of old rag. That's it. Right, we can mark that one up a bit better, this one, because I can work on it. That other one was like working with a bloody blancmange. That'll work. Same the other end. Same the other end. Just work out where it's welded as best you can. Scribe a line. Scribe a line. see. Right, change the grinding wheel to the cutting disc again. Right, there we are. That's our cross member. Brilliant. Now we get our jig back on the bench again. Like so. And see what we need to alter. See what needs altering. Whether I'm going to cut the rib out, whether I'm going to cut the rib out, or whether I'm going to put a slot in the back of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it in a minute. I'll put a slot in the back of it, and that weakens it in a way. I might just cut it out and have done with it. Yeah, that's going to be going there, you see. That'll be going there. Yeah, we'll cut the rib out, I think, and that's done with it. And if we have to, what we'd do, let's get the other one back on there and I'll show you what I'm thinking. Where is the other one? I've lost it. How can you lose a cross member in here? See what I mean? Things disappear in here and you can't find them. Where is it? How can you lose it? Oh, there it is, on the floor. How can you lose a cross member? Right, so that's going on there. I mean, in all intents and purposes, what we can do is weld a little gusset down to there to strengthen them up either side if we want to. So it'll come down on an angle if we really want to strengthen it up, but it was never designed like that. They never made it like that, so the chances are it's never really going to see that kind of action. I just think because making it like a tank, you know. I'm thinking a tank in case I need to use it like a tank anywhere. You never know. You never know nowadays, do you? It's the only KA what you can drive through brick walls in. And get out and go, oh, look at that. Yeah, so no, maybe not, we'll see. But anyway, we've got to cut that. We have got to cut the rest of that rib out of there either side to accommodate that, so we'll get that done. Next bit, it's the next bit. Right, there's a rule. Get a rule. Let's have a measure up between them centres of there. So obviously it's in the centre of that, isn't it? So we're saying 130, 65 is round about the centre. Let's get a mark in. Let's get some blue marker on it. I need to get a new one of these and all. Now marker's going on that a bit now. The ink's going. Old ink's going on it a bit. Anyway, there you are. Okay, where are we? 70, 65 or something. 65. Same with the other one. Like I say, we ain't got to be absolutely accurate with it. As long as we get sort of roughly central there, we're not going to be too concerned, as long as we can get it roughly where we want the butter. What is the size of it, just out of interest? Call it 80mm. Call it 80mm. All we've got to do really is go right 40mm either side, so it'd be, let's just do a mark on it, and that's 40 round about, and then the same up there without cutting into my rule. That's 80mm, isn't it? Yeah, that's near as damn it. Near as damn it. Right, let's cut him out. Get him cut out. Get him cut out, weld that hole back up, and then we can tack them on. And that's all I can do today, because, as I say, I need to rebuild the bloody motor. Get another cutting disc. Get through those bloody cutting discs doing this, I know that. Another one bites the dust, as I say. Right, let's go for it. Let's see if that knock out with a chisel. It may do, and it may not. Set light to me coat again. Turn it round. Bit more yet. That's going this time. There we go. There we go. That's it. Gotcha. So we're grind that flat. Actually not too bad that one, but yeah, that's one out of the way. Let's get the other one done. So we'll knock that off. We won't be far. there we go. That one came off better, didn't it? Alright, we just swap out the wheels. Swap out the wheel and we just give it a quick grind up. A little bit of a prep. That's good. You're probably thinking, why the hell I don't clamp it down? Or I must be honest, I don't know why I don't clamp it down. I just like doing things the awkward way. You know, if there's an easy way and an hard way, I always do it the hard way. Because where's the fun doing it the easy way? New battery. Right, well, the old battery went flat on the bloody camera, didn't it? But we got all the prepping done. You can see now, these are the bits we cut off of these. Just as a guide to where we've got to go, where they've got to be tacked back in. You see? Take my one out a minute. So they've got to go in the top, you see? Yeah. They're going to be going in there. That's just, once again, that's just a guide to where we were. So these will just get welded on. Yeah. So that'll give us our front of our vehicle back. It'll all be one complete component, which will be very strong, no doubt about it. The only downside, I've seen a bit of a problem as we go down the road with it. This is going to be our centre one. That's the one we're going to be towing from soon. The only thing I can see going to be a problem is where the brake cable comes through. So the brake cable is going to be somewhere, probably right where this bugger is. So we'll have to have a look at that. If that's the case, what we'll have to do, we may have to incorporate this into, incorporate this one into this one. So we'll weld another plate going across here, and it'll have a middle section out of it, but it'll still be braced. It'll still be braced whatever which way. I mean, there's some 3-inch steel going across, 3mm steel going across there now, so the front of the vehicle ain't going nowhere. It certainly won't affect the geometry of the vehicle. It makes all the front nice and stiff. So yeah, you can see where we are with that. So yeah, a lot of things to think about, but if you take one step at a time, consider what you're doing rather than going into it crazy, man. I know it looks like, I know sometimes I look like I go into it a bit crazy, but I can assure you everything comes out as supposed to be. So there you are, that's that for the minute. I've got to weld that hole up in that plate, that one down there, to get that securing pin in better. So we better do that. I've just made myself a cup of tea because it's bloody cold up here. I think we had a bit of sleet or something a little while ago while I was messing around. Yeah, it's got quite cold outside actually, so I'm sort of glad I ain't out there under the vehicle at the moment, but it makes you wonder whether the weather's gonna get a little bit better again, because it was alright for that little while, and that's why I decided to get on with this. But no more luck now, it'll start bloody snowing now or something, you know. That sort of thing what happens to me. But anyway, we'll get there. We will get there. Right, what I was going to do? Oh yeah, weld this over up first. Let's get this sorted out. Move my template carefully. Don't destroy that now, because without that bit of wood now, things would become very awkward. That piece of wood is vital. You mustn't let anything happen to that. That would be a very bad thing. Right, let's have a look what we've got here. See what we can do with this bloody thing here. With this hole. Let's see what fits in there. I think the 6mm nut will fit in there alright. If I can find one what to do up. I can find one what to do up. Still waiting for my anti-spatter spray, can you believe it? It's supposed to be next day delivery. I'm still waiting for it. Where's it gone? Oh, ain't. Yeah, that'd be alright because I've got countersink it as well. So what we'll do, we'll put that in. We'll try and, yeah, it's going to be interesting doing this. What we'll do, if we hold that in this nippy vise, somewhere, that's it. Oh, it's now just slid down, ain't it? Typical. It's more or less perfect where it was and it slid down. Right, let's have a look now. Up a bit. That'd be alright. So what I'll try and do is weld that nut into there somehow, and then take. I ain't worried about welding the thread in, but I just don't want to weld the bolt in. I mean, if the thread gets welded, it doesn't matter because we've got to drill it out anyway. So that'll probably do us, I reckon. Get the welding mask. Fire up the old welder. Get the old welder into plate. Let's get that welded on. We should have a nice earth on this now because I don't want it to move too much though. That's it. Good. It's a nicer piece of steel that is, so we should be okay. Okay, let's have a look. Let's get this nut welded in. See whether you can get you in. I'm trying to get you in a little bit more. There you are. Like I say, it's only for a locator, so we're not too. That's it. Let's see how that's come out. I like that mask I've got. I don't know if it's a good one or a bad one. Got a new mask there. I don't know whether I like it, to be fair. Right, we've got to try and get that off of there now, haven't we? Because I've welded it in. It's on high heat, so just got to basically break the bolt out. We break the bolt out, and then we can drill back through it. That's that out. That's it. That's good. So now we can try and drill that out now. We'll put a centre dot on it and drill it out slowly. Let's say do that. Would have been better if I hadn't drilled the wrong hole to start with, but there you are. This is what happens, I'm afraid. When I'm working on these anyway, I mean, I'm trying to be, in actual fact, I'm trying to be more accurate than the bloody thing they came with. The one they came with, can you believe it? That's the locator there. That was for a 6mm locating pin. 6mm. It's about 15mm that hole, or certainly about 14mm. You know, so it don't really do a lot. You know, like I say, it is just a locator. It's hard, which you would be. I've just welded it. Don't like it. What I'm going to do is grind the back off. Get that back ground off so it's flat, and we'll see whether we can get it in the pit of drill. Maybe. Probably not. I can't know where I'm going to be drilling, do I? Oh well, we'll see what happens. Started going, just very hard. Very hard. It would be. Very hard. I don't want to use my good drills. Oh, that's squealing well, isn't it? Let's see if we can sharpen it. Nothing worse than trying to drill through a weld. Yeah, we're through. Good. And we just got to work out what size we need. We have got to go up to this size, I believe. Whether it's going to go through. Might be our lucky day. Might be our lucky day. Yes. I think that's the size we were after and all. A bit bigger. Trying to work out what size we need. Because at the end of the day, we may have to open these out a bit bigger anyway, to be fair. Yeah, that's the one. That one there. Right, we'll get that back through. There we are. And then we just need to bottom it out with a big drill. Which will probably mean taking the tips off of one of my good drills, this will. Anyway, let's see. No, we're all good. Perfect. That's it. That's how you do that. So There you go. What was a big hole is now back to where we wanted it again. See that? Just there. So yeah, that's what you get for drilling out the wrong hole. So deburr it. Right, we're all good. Back to where we were. Now we can set up and do a bit of tacking of the subframe, cross members rather. Just set the welder up a bit better because I've got it on a pretty high heat at the moment, and it more than likely will blow holes in that material. We don't want that. We want to penetrate this big 6mm plate, but we don't want to blow holes in the thinner stuff. So we've got thinner and thicker materials to deal with. So yeah, okay. Well, let's just get a bit tidy. Try to. Not that it's ever tidy in here that much, but yeah, you know what I mean. Too much stuff, not enough room. Okay. Let's get this on here. That's that. There we are. That's better, isn't it? Much better. Perfect. See, it locates nicely there in there. This GoPro will ever switch back on. I can't get the screen to come up on this GoPro. There we go. Yeah, so there's the locating pin there, you see. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Much better. Much better. So I'll do the same with the other one. Get that in. That's it. Give it a little tap. Give it a little tap to make sure we're where we need to be. That's pretty good there. That's pretty good there. Right, all good. All good there. So, the first one we're putting in, like so. And I've got the old plates here. That could be that side. Oh, that's that side, I think. Yeah, that's that side. So you're pretty good there. And so I'm just using these plates to eye up where it used to be, you see, getting it roughly where we need it, and then just centralising it the best we can on my plate. So that'll be going there. We're going to tack that in there, I think. That's where we're tacking it. That's where we're going to tack it. So take a little bit out of that. Go over a little bit more. Over this side. Couldn't quite raise it up right. Still don't think you can see that, do you? Yeah, I wanted to sort of raise that up there a little bit because it's not quite where I wanted it. That's better there. That ain't too bad there. And the other side is sort of the similar sort of thing, you see. If you look down there, if I raise that up off of the rib, You can see them holes are lining up pretty darn good there. So we're going with that there. We are going with that there. That's our centre. Let's I'm going to turn this weld down to shade. We're on full tilt here at the minute, so we don't want it as hot as that. We definitely don't want it as hot as that. But we certainly want it hot enough. The only thing, I ain't brought my torch down here to light it up. I will be back in a minute. Let me just pause this video. Okay, we are back. Got a light. That helps me to, that just gets in there to see what I'm doing a bit better with a light. I'll get a lot of reflection up here with all the fluid, all the old LED tubes and that, and it reflects off my mask and I can't see what I'm bloody doing. So a light is always a good thing. Right, let's get a tack on this. I'm going to put a bit of weight on it first. What weights we've got. Let's put 5 kilos on that. Make sure that's weighted down nice. Yeah, that's okay. Right, let's get a tack on that. Yeah, that's good. And I'll get one round that corner. Right, so we're only tacking on because when we offer it back to the vehicle, we want to make sure the holes line up. So it would be rather silly to weld it all on, because it would be a right bugger to get off again if you welded it all up, that's for sure. Wouldn't be so easy the second time round. Get my weight back over here. I don't really know how much you can see here. It's a bit awkward to have the camera. The camera doesn't really, can't really get you in close enough, but probably could turn it up a little bit actually to get a better, probably won't hurt. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll get another one around there on there. Should have done that while I was over there. Beautiful. That's it, that's our tacks on one side. Now we just got to get the other one installed and go from there. Alright, across there you see. Like that, a little bit of measuring to do now, because we know we're pretty good there for the towing away. On this side, over here, we should be alright. Oh, there's so much stuff in the way. Sorry about this, I can't get the bloody camera in the right place. So yeah, over this side, that's our towing on, you see. Got a little bit of movement in it. But what we can try and work out is make it central. So if we're looking at 110, we know 55 is the centre, so it's around about there. That ain't going to be too far out. And we do the same thing with this one. So we have it there. That should be pretty good. Just make sure it's up there. Might just grind a little bit out of that there. A little bit more out of there as it happens. Just take a little tiny bit out of that. That will allow that to come over a bit more, I think. So at 55 now it will be. Yeah, that's better. Pretty much spot on, that is. That's pretty much spot on. You've got to take my word for it, but that's pretty much spot on. I don't know how we're going to hold this one down because this I can't balance nothing on the top of this one. This is going to be fun, isn't it? All I can do is get a tack by holding it down, I reckon, initially, by putting a bit of weight on it while I'll weld it. I suppose it's going to be the only way. Once we get a weld on it, it's not going to matter too much, but yeah. Got to get one round the opposite side so it don't pull it off the mount. And see how it stops it twisting a bit. So then we do this side. Same thing. Same thing applies. Give it a quick measure. I know it's tacked on the other side, and you say, well, it ain't going to move now. Well, yeah, it will. And to be fair, it's about there. You ain't going to go far wrong there. Good. Excuse me. Right. Let's get that tacked on. You ain't going to see bugger all with this one because I've got my hand in the way, but not a lot I can do about that because I'm left-handed. Oh, I wish I had my anti-spatter. It'd make this job so much easier. Why it's taking so long for that to turn up. I'm going to have to buy something more because I can't, it's just holding me up, not having it. Now I'm going to have to change the bloody nozzle because the bastard thing's welded in the end. There's a new one and all that was. Oh, well, this is what you're up against, see? Relying on things to be delivered to do jobs, and then what can you say? What can you say? Right, let's get the new nozzle out, or new tip. Get a new tip out. That's why I don't want to do the bulk of the welding, because that's what's going to happen all the time now. Till I get that anti-spatter spray. It's going to be an absolute pig, it is. So you get away with it for a little while, but in the end, and I have got new consumables for the weld. I've still got them indoors at the minute, but I've got to bring them up here because that help matters. So we ain't even on there yet. Right, let's try again. That was the bit where I cut it a bit too much with the angle grinder earlier. Need to try and get a bit of weight on this one to get this in. A bit awkward this one. It's down. Yeah, we've got a couple of tacks on it. So in theory, that should come off of here, see? Let's get on the camera so we don't knock it over. Yeah, look. Yeah, well, see, you'll get what I'm saying now. There's our cross member. Yes, that's going to be our cross member. See, that's our cross member. So whether I'm going to be able to keep this one on, I don't know yet. It's going to be a case of suck it and see. But yeah, we'll be all right, I reckon. We'll be able to do something. And plus now I've got a reference to work from, so when I bolt this back up, to the vehicle, I have got things to measure from, which would be nice when I'm trying to fit my one onto it. I can bring it back up here, lay it on the bench, and work from there. So really that's as far as I can go with it at the moment. I can't really do an awful lot more of it until I get them parts of the subframe fitted back on the KA. So that's where we are with it at the minute, but a little bit more, we're getting there, it's all getting there. So yeah, anyway, for those of you who have watched, thanks very much. Those of you who have subscribed, thanks very much. And if you ain't subscribed, make sure you do. It all helps, you know. As I say, I've had while we're on that subject, I've had a few subscribers since Christmas. You know, it's going up slowly. It only ever goes up slowly on my channel because I'm maybe a bit unique. I do a bit of everything. I don't concentrate on one thing. I'll flit about from this and that, so you know. But there's a bit of everything for everybody, so that's the other way of looking at it. So anyway, please like and subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, please do so, and I don't know, make a comment if it's constructive. If it's just moaning about I shouldn't be doing this, that and the other, well, don't bother, and don't watch. So there you are. If you don't like the video, don't watch it. So there you go. Anyway, all the best, have a good one.